I'm back again. I'd have to go for dinner for my dad's birthday yesterday. I had horrible pain in my head and like lower torso area in the middle of a fucking restaurant, which was absolutely lovely. I will have to go for my I will have to go to my grandparents' house for my dad's birthday. My grandparents, who have like never moved in their entire life, have now moved, and it makes me sad because I really like their old house, man. It was nostalgic. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading where I left off. Example 3, however, is famously challenged in society. Famously challenged. You're the only one who ever tries to wear like high-rise pants without a shirt. The only person. The only person ever. It's not famously challenged. It's like people actually just going, no, you have bad fashion. Please stop subjecting our fucking eyeballs to that. Because yes, it does make people uncomfortable because yes, it is hideous. In spite of showing less skin than 1 and 2. Thus, skin theory is officially debunked. Skin theory. But that's just a theory. A skin theory. I'm sorry. I see the word theory and I have to. It's a requirement. Gosh. Let's consider then Befriendus fashion's impact on the empirical economy in interplanetary politics, and examine. Oh, boo-hoo! Cry me a fucking river! Are you seriously this salty you're not allowed to go around flashing your gross-ass grub scars in public? You realize this is literature. This is the literature meeting, right? Not your fucking vent channel? Ooh! Everyone shut the fuck up or we're talking about fucking... Or we're talking about fucking magical girl fan fiction for the next 3 hours. Like, all of you, shut the fuck up. I'm going to cry. I got Blaha with me. Or Bologna, because I've named him that. And also, technically, it's not pronounced Blaha, it's pronounced Blowhigh. Even then, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but shush. I got a freaking Fido plushie here with me. Like the Pokemon. The bread dog. Oh dear god, his head is so large he can't stand up. Okay, there we go. He is standing. Pibble. Okay. We got plushies. Ooh boy, you think you feel a migraine coming on. Excuse me, the moment for feedback has yet to arrive. Disregarding the fact that's hardly what I would call meaningful input, by any stretch of the imagination. These two have fucking beef. Dear God, they have beef. Fucking fight right now. Fight. I want them to fight now. It'd be funny as shit. And further disregarding the fact that my grub scars would never be on display to begin with, on account of my pants easily reaching chest height. Ugh, your fucking pants suck, dude. Please read anything else. Bookmark. So I can pick my dissertation back up momentarily. I don't suppose you happen to recall how none of us interrupted each other during our earlier showcases? Friendly reminder to take your meds if you haven't yet. Fuck you, Kangry. That is so fucking mean. Dare I even say ableist? I mean, then again, I wouldn't put it past Kangry. He was kind of blatantly ableist against him in the actual webcomic. Everyone was, though, which is incredibly rude, man. He did, like, almost nothing. I mean, no, he actually did nothing. Actually, because his character wasn't even expanded upon enough to know if he ever did anything wrong. Dear God, man, he did fucking nothing, ever. Passive aggression.
Time me out? Break for tea party?
Oh, that's real rich coming from the guy dropping a word dump bigger than a mother grub. No shit, nobody interrupted Porum. Her poem was like a minute long. You wanna talk about inequality, bro? Excuse me, that word dump is home to a vast plethora of complicated feelings I have about the culture we live in, though I suppose you'd hardly feel obliged to respect that given your track record tonight. Sarcasm. Fuck you. Kankry, you're really starting to piss me off. Kankry, stop being an ass, please. Can this burgeoning idiot parade do everyone a favor and simmer down for 5 minutes so we can take a breather? Track record? The fuck did I do? The FW, you bring writhing to the feedback feed and get feedback. Like talking to a brick wall. Where did I put my lipstick? She's so pretty. I will never get over how Porum is like so pretty in any iteration. Literally any. She's freaking pretty as hell, dude. Like, oh my God. The artists that worked on this game are really good, dude. Like, they're incredible. Here's some feedback for you. While we're on the subject, I don't think it's appropriate to host a literature feedback session with hooligans who think it's funny to tease other about maybe engaging in some private poetry every once in a while. Thank you for unveiling that to the world, Mulin. Sarcasm 2 times combo. When the fucking bitch did I say anything about your poetry? Oh, you reacted plenty enough when the subject was broached. Oh, so now you're a mind reader. You're an expert on my feelings when I don't denounce them to the world. How about you stop fucking your ego off and assuming you know everything about me and my feelings, you pompous fucking pupa. That's enough. Oh, she pissed. The room falls silent when Porum shouts, but the tension in the room is still just as palpable, arguably worse now that 3 of the 4 people here have raised their voice. Poor Mulin is stuck in the middle of this. I'm sorry, Mew Mew. You're stuck in the middle of an argument. Honestly, where in the world do either of you think this is going? Or do you just enjoy hearing your own wounded voices? Cankry, don't answer that. How about we put the grubby time antics down for a minute and talk about those feelings we're brandishing like trap cards like irresponsible young adults? I beg your pardon, but I don't recall asking for your opinion, Porum. Fuck you, dude. Beat his ass. Porum, beat his ass now. Just genuinely beat his ass. I'm sorry, Matuna. I hadn't factored such sanctimonious meddling into my plans for the night. Give me a moment to adjust my schedule accordingly, and I'll be right back to you to give you a stern talking to as promised. Fuck this guy, guys. Can we kick Cankry out? Cankry's the one ruining everything. Oh, sanctimonious. Sanctimonious. I'll show you sanctimonious. You immature, insufferable little fucker. In an instant, the momentary ceasefire is discarded, and your 3 guests return to squabbling amongst themselves. Fuck. Mulin, do something. Your own attempts to speak up are lost in the sea of noise. They're completely lost to chaos at this point. Oh. Yeah, Mulin can't do anything. If this shouting match keeps up, you swear you're going to go dead. Ha ha ha. Very funny. A reference to Homestuck. All you can do is helplessly ping-pong your attention between angry red, yellow, and green dialogue. You flap your hands against your thighs in an effort to calm yourself down. It doesn't work. But of course, we don't get time to discuss matters of serious socio-cultural importance. Just base-level pseudoscience and half-hearted parodic. Any idea how much I did not need this right now? It's bad enough that you spend your time spitting down on everyone else's. Apparently, can't take you two anywhere without having to waste my time reining you in. I just escaped a life of permanent grub sitting. Do you truly believe Guys, You try to think of something to say, anything to say. Stop fighting, we're friends. We're all saying things in the heat of the moment. I'm about to burst into tears. Here I go. Nothing comes out. In the end, you just stand there in dumbfounded horror as one and your friends drop a punctuated fine and retreat to a different corner of the room, far, far away from the others. You feel like a wiggler lost in a big maze of feelings you've never once understood. You've scanned hundreds of auspicism romance novels, and not one of them has prepared you to mediate like you clearly need to right now. Yeah, Porum tried to mediate, and now Porum's pissed off at everyone. I don't know if you can mediate. I think you might just get equally as pissed off. So, your eyes dart back and forth between your friends, and before you know it, you find yourself drifting towards Porum first. She's easily the most level-headed of the group, so you deem her judgment the most useful.
Porum?
Porum gives you a wary, tragic sigh and her best attempt at a warm smile. If you weren't immediately familiar with her attempts to assure people, you'd almost believe it was effortless. I'm deeply sorry to you for losing my cool back there. Specifically you. I can't promise you much, but I can at least assure you that none of this was your fault, if that's what you're wanting to know.
That's not what I was asking.
That was maybe a little what you were asking. Aw, poor baby. Okay, but seriously, she looks so freaking good. The art looks so good. I love the horns. I love when people add extra detail onto the horns. Like that, it looks so cool.
But I'm sorry about it anyway. And I'm also sorry if I gave you too much feedback, or if I invited the wrong people, or...
I'm going to stop you right there. You have nothing to apologize for. Despite your efforts to zip your trap shut, you've failed to prevent at least one last apology from blurting out in a rushed, slurry of a word.
And I'm really, really sorry, but I need your help to fix this. Okay, that was the last one, I promise. I don't have any idea what to do about this mess. I don't know how people work. I don't get them. I never have.
Aw, she's crying. No, my baby. My baby. My baby girl, no. I love her, especially in this iteration, just because she's so much like me, and it makes me sad. But also, it makes me love her a lot. Like, I already love Nepeta and Mulan, like, just because they're adorable and they're sweethearts. But this iteration of Mulan making her, like, so much like me, I can't help but love her even more.
And you do, don't you?
Oh, wait. Oh, this isn't the same line. I was just reading the mile.
I just know that everyone got mad suddenly, and I don't know why Kankri said that about the poetry, except maybe I'm in trouble, and I don't know what to say to fix it, and you do, don't you? So, it's that sound that you make when you shrug and you're more like, I don't know, and make it sound extra pitiable. No, Roma. Like Rumble, because diamonds.
Fucking hell. Fuck off. Instead of saying no homo, they say fucking no more allegiance. Oh, Lumfell. Aww. So cute. Aww. So cute. Aww. So cute. I love the freaking ship art back here. It's so cute. Just her shipping all her friends. I can tell that that's Damara because of the horns. Damara. I'm just trying to freaking... I can tell that that's Porum because the green. I can't tell all the characters because some of them are like really hard to figure out who they are, but like, Porum rests a firm hand on your shoulder, whether in an effort to calm you down or simply stop you from anxious vibrating to another plane of existence. Assuming it's the second option, you settle for giving her your best, wettest eyes imaginable. That's your problem, darling. There is no one singular person you can get. What works for some people will be poison to others. Case in point, common sense clearly has no effect on one Kankri Vantas. Yep, fuck Kankri. Kankri kinda sucks. He sucks. He's a bit of a bitch in every iteration. I mean, I love him, but also, I love Befriendus Kankri, but also he's a bit of a bitch. He's just rude for no reason. I don't need a magic. I don't have a magical vault of data in every person I come across. What's important is that I'm good at listening to them, learning as I go. People are so complicated that improvisation is your only real choice, but that's only effective if you remember what you learned in your previous efforts.
Then what are you hearing now? Because I'm not hearing anything right now.
Porum's expression falls in lieu of a miraculous answer that solves all your problems. That's probably not a great sign. Get some fresh air, okay? I'm on the run and Kankari won't want to keep his shirt on, so between you and Matuna voluntarily going outside, you know. You let a small whine and retreat for now, but not before the action. Not before catching Porum in your level 3 friend tech, the arm jaws of life. Does that mean a hug? Cause jeez, that sounds fucking terrifying. You hug her is what you're saying. Aww.
Aw, so cute.
Her and Kurlos are so adorable together. They're adorable. I can't help it. I'm gonna cry. They're so cute. That's Rufio on there. What the fuck? What the fuck is shitty hair like that, man? Who the fuck's hair is that bad? It's like Cronus on here at all. I can't tell if Cronus is on here. That's my best guess at being Cronus. Cause the stupid fucking hair, but he's such a loser and I hate him. Fuck him. He doesn't get romance. Cronus doesn't get romance. He deserves to be alone forever and forever. I hate him. I hate him so much. He's a loser. He's a pitiful loser. Freaking Outsiders fan. I'm also a fan of The Outsiders. I just say that because he's like the type. He's like LARPing. He's like LARPing it. Why am I even saying LARPing? Because that's not even what LARPing means. God damn it, the world's got me saying that, and it's not even the correct word. The correct word will be posing. He's freaking posing as a goddamn greaser, bro. Everyone knows damn well yo ass probably have money, bro. I know damn well yo ass have money. As refreshing and emotionally mature as it might be to go outside and take a breather, you just can't leave the boys to their devices in here. You have your duty as hostess supreme to uphold. I thought I saw something fucking move under my bed. And then I was about to be like, it was more so me thinking it was one of my cats and going, oh, I have to fucking kick them out. But like, that would make no sense. Because neither of my cats ever got in here. I think I was just going crazy and fucking hallucinating something moving. You're also worried these well-meaning friends of yours might break out into an all-out brawl if left unattended and catch your rare limited edition posters in the crossfire. But mostly the first thing. Can't have the posters getting wrecked, or the plushies, or like literally anything you have in here. Oh my god, I just realized her Raccoon looks like a giant fucking cat bed, and it's adorable. Thus, you circle around the room to your next target of assurance, Matuna. Feels weird to do the cat pun thing when the mood is this dour. It's a word. Not interested.
I didn't even say anything.
Didn't need to.
Wow, Matuna, what the fuck is your problem? Just kiss his ass and make up already. It's written all over your face in bright green crayon. I'm here because I care about you, you butt. Also, don't you mean kiss and make up unless...
No. Fuck. Fuck, bro. Bloomfow.
I know you worked really hard on your cool space story and everything. Said who? Told y'all it's just some random bullshit I cranked out in the afternoon or two.
Yeah, well, you still wrote it. Some pages of my stupid fanfic are just some bullshit I cranked out in an afternoon or two. Speaking of which, I have no fucking idea what to do for chapter 5, so, fuck. Genuinely fuck me. Like, I have no idea what direction to take this shit in. Genuinely, low fucking genuinely no idea. What do I do? What do I do? Might focus my next chapter on, like, on Aradia and... I'm just trying to focus my next chapter on Aradia and Befriendus. And, yeah, fucking, just throw some bullshit together, I don't know. I need to, like, think about what I want to do next for a story. I am taking suggestions, please give me fucking suggestions. I'm not even gonna release the 2 parts that I've recorded separately. I'm just gonna fucking stitch them together. Very sloppily. I'm not good at editing, so shh.
Says me, the cute girl that would feel the heart you put into it. You wouldn't write that much cool set dressing for a joke, right? Bet you don't know half of what I do for a bit. All I need to tell you about that... Do I need to tell you about that time I did a star wipe? Ugh, he's so frustrating when he's like this. You're no expert on emotions, but you don't think it's unreasonable to assume he's not feeling awesome right now. That just makes it all the more confusing when he's so adamant he doesn't need help. You're seeing it with your gander bulbs right now. Yeah, people do that, Elin. They'd say they don't need help when they do. It's a thing people do. It's a thing people probably shouldn't do, but me and everyone else in the history of ever are still gonna do it anyway. You have no choice but to bust out your secret weapon. You hit him with the eyes again. Oh fuck the hell off. We are not doing this. You crank the dial up another couple notches, your eyes well with tears that toe the line between genuine and performative. Your lip quivers vulnerably. Mulan, I already have to disrespectfully tell you to fuck off. Don't make me more of an asshole than I'm already being. You want your emotional honesty? Angry than an asshole when I don't know why you was invited. Bam! Done! Matuna Truth Arc over! Achievement unlocked. Reach maximum Matuna friend capade points or whatever. Because... you hesitate. You know your answer already, but you don't know whether it's what Matuna wants to hear. But it's not like you can just give a fake answer. You couldn't do that to him or yourself. Because I don't want anyone to ever know what it's like to feel excluded. I'm not saying I have experience, but I doubt it would feel nice.
Oh, baby girl. Oh, no, my baby. I have experience. I'm not friends with those people anymore. Not by my choice, by theirs. So honestly, it's probably a good thing they chose not to keep being friends, because I would have just kept letting myself basically be abused. Not exactly abused, but like, abused isn't the right word. I'd continue letting myself be treated like crap. If I'm being honest. It's okay though. Between falters, was that too much? Not enough? You fidget with your sweater sleeves as you wait for him to say something. Anything at all. Alright, fuck, we get you're a way better player than me. Congrats, your gold medal will be in the mail as soon as I walk outside. And dump in your mail receptacle and flip your red arm swingy dealy thing up, whatever it's called. Doesn't stop him from being a giant condescending asshole. Fucking asshole, Megatron Overlord 6900. Haters.
I'll talk to him, okay?
Matuna offers a grumpy shrug that roughly translates to do what you want, probably. You know Matuna well enough to know that he's never in a huggy mood, so painful as it is, you leave his ribcage uncrushed. No, fucking crush his ribcage. Bully the poor motherfucker. I'm pretty sure I'm really excited for the next freaking update. I think they did reveal who did they freaking reveal a while back? They revealed Rupio a while back, and like a few months ago, or maybe even just last month, I can't freaking remember. And then I think I remember seeing something about Latula, but I could be wrong. I really want Latula though, I love Tools. Tools is the coolest ever. I could never, ever not like Latula, okay? She's a badass and I love her. She's just the coolest. I can't. She's too lovable. Ow. That just leaves one Cankry Vantas to check up on. A conversation you already know needs to happen, but you're subconsciously dreading all the same. It's not that you hate the guy, it's just, well... Mulin. I didn't see you there. By which I mean I did, but didn't want to give you the impression I was overly observant of you, as to not come off as creepy. But like your respite block is only so big, I'm afraid you may want to consider keeping your voice down in the future. Social courtesy etiquette. Zoned out again. Ow. And I just violently picked at a pimple on my neck. Oh, ow, god, oh, fuck, that hurts. Ow. Ow. I suppose you're doing your rounds, ensuring the emotional contentedness of your treasured guests, as is expected of a proper host. Kudos to you for managing an appropriate priority tree in terms of who to check on first. Matuna is obviously well known for his emotional outburst, followed by a quick return to normal, whereas Purim seemed particularly fired up if you ask me. Hysterical dames. Fuck off, you sexist fucking... This guy is unintentionally being sexist and ableist. Fuck off. Cankry, please. Cankry, please. Stop being a dick to your friends. Stop. Genuinely stop. Miku. Miku. It is with an easy conscience that I can assure you I'm doing perfectly fine. I was considering checking up on the rest of the group myself, but I figured it would be more appropriate to distance myself from a situation that I unfortunately appear to have landed a critical role in. Thank you for picking up the slack in that regard. You can kind of be a bit much. I keep accidentally reading the, those parts in her voice. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard to switch between doing my normal voice and doing the character's voices, so sometimes I will mess up like that. And, hi, Ginkry. If you can believe it, you're fully intended to append that sentence with a couple exclamation marks to raise a spirits level you can imagine was a sullen, bittersweet greeting. You're upset. You're upset? Question mark to emphasize I'm looking for you to confirm instead of assuming. But it's pretty obvious. You give him a somber nod to confirm that. Yes, indeed, you're pretty down in the dumps right now. You're practically digging around the depths of those dumps with the pickaxe right now. Why did it have to turn out like this? You blurt out your worries in a hush whisper before Cankry has the chance to bury you in more 50-page Cankryisms, and apparently it's enough to stun him into silence. This was meant to be a fun thing where we all share work and we were proud of, so we can get some really good feedback and grow as a group. But then it turned into all that arguing and chaos, and now everyone hates each other. You fail to fight back a hiccup as tears sting your eyes in the same way they always do when you get even the slightest bit overwhelmed, because apparently you're just a big giant pupa. Oh no, my baby. My baby, she's my baby and I love her. I love her so much. Curse you all for making me love her so much. I'm gonna cry. She's too lovable. Cankry looks at you, clearly deeply uncomfortable. His expression reads, I'm watching someone scream at birds across the street, and I'd love to steer clear, please. Still, he doesn't speak up, not yet, for lack of knowing what else to say. You shrug your shoulders and avert your wet gaze firmly to the floor. I never even got to have my turn, which feels stupid to worry about, I know that. But I can't help it, I've been planning this for ages, and now it's just all gone to waste, and I'm sorry, I'm just dumping this on you, and Cankry offers you a gentle pat on the shoulder. It's stiff and robotic and not really all that comforting, but you're taking what you can get right now. I don't hate anybody, but I certainly can't speak on behalf of the others, but... Then why do you keep talking to us like you do? So if I may be so bold, I assure you, anything I say to any of you comes solely from a place of support and guidance. I certainly had no intention of upsetting you or any of my friends. Maybe you shouldn't have said that, but now it's out there, you don't have it in you to stop. This isn't just a tonight issue, this has been building up for a hot minute. Oh, freaking God, I hate it when I have gloves. I hate when I have the stupid fishnet gloves and then they all keep freaking breaking. I know it's inevitable, but it pisses me off. That's exactly my point. Where were your friends? Not your lackeys or your subjects, your moral guinea pigs or any of that. You keep chastising us for not following your guidelines. When you praise us, it's because we act like Cankly. It's not even I appreciate you did that. It's a good job you passed my 16th grade ethics test. You're officially fit for society. We don't hang out with you because we need guidance. We hang out with you because we want company. We want to hang out with someone our age. Dude, I took a freaking band-aid off my one finger, and it's like it's still completely numb, dude. It was yesterday that I took this off, by the way, and it's been numb all day yesterday, and it's still kind of numb. That's probably not a good thing. It wasn't even that tight because this stupid thing kept fucking coming off.
But sometimes it feels like you just want to hang on to us so you can fix us. And that doesn't feel so good.
The accusation sits heavy in your stomach. To be fair, you did just say it feels like it, but that doesn't lessen the nausea bubbling up inside you when Cankry completely fails to respond. You get 1 second, 2 seconds, his mouth is open, but no words emerge. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, he's looking away from you, thinking, waiting for you to leave him alone. Is he hurt and nonplussed? You don't know. You can't listen to him if he doesn't say anything. 16 seconds pass before you decide to close the book on this failure of a pep talk. Kind of the opposite if you think about it. Pep Bach, more like it. Got him.
I'm taking a walk. I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't trust my room, please.
Your block. Do not call it a room. I'm going to hurt you now. I'll stop. I'm a fucking nerd. A young troll stands in his friend's respite block. It just so happens that today, the 13th lunar perigee of the 4th dark season's equinox, was a day of great importance to one Mulin Legion. The particularly observant would quickly take note of the past tense used. Ooh. As of now, that troll is currently recovering from a severe emotional affliction outside, leaving you alone with the two people you just emerged from a shouting match with. Fuck! Well, we're now Cankry. You'd be lying if you said you hadn't had more dignified days in your time. It embarrasses you somewhat to have to be the first to break the ice. But you aren't your group's self-assigned friend shepherd for nothing. A leader must demonstrate virtue by example. A leader? I assume he just means a leader in this situation with, like, the friendship stuff, but, like, you ever try to I think Mina might beat your ass if you ever try to beat the group leader, though. Because I think Mina really wants to be the group leader. Considering the fact that, like, just her entire personality. And also playing the freaking playable segments with the ancestors. A lot of the time you just can't progress unless you're playing as fucking Mina. Fuck you, Mina. I hate you. I don't want to be you. She's a bit of a bitch. But also she's like cool, but also she's a bit of a bitch. And kind of awful to the other freaking alpha trolls. Just fucking awful to them. Lady and gentlemen. And gentleman. Fucking fuck off, Cankry. If you'll beg my pardon, I feel it would be prudent to review how the night has gone so far. Self-reflection, behavioral analysis, feedback session on the feedback session, as it were. Just apologize. This is kind of your fault. This is like half your fault, half Matuna's. Porum just got so fucking fed up trying to, like, I mean, Porum might owe an apology to, like, Porum might owe an apology to Mulin, but, like, I don't think she owes an apology to either of you, considering she was trying to mediate and you two just pissed her off by not listening. I accidentally pressed the B key instead of my space. Went like shit. Next question. You take a deep breath and count to 6. Quintessential Matuna response. You remind yourself. You like your friends for who they are, not what you see in them. I'm serious, Matuna. You're always serious. That's like your core defining drawback. Porum sees it fit to nudge Matuna with her shoulder, seemingly in an effort to get him to simmer down. You wouldn't say you approve brute strength solutions, but you'd be lying if you said the solidarity wasn't appreciated. Let's hear him out, shall we? Believe me, I'll be the first to tell him when he's being an ass. I just want to see if he sticks the landing here. Matuna makes some vague, like, sound that translates roughly to fine whatever. His hands shoved deep in his pockets as he all but glares holes into you. Trypophobia. Fuck off, angry. Fuck off with the trigger warnings. I don't need trigger warnings. Does that even count? You can. I don't even know if that counts as. I feel like someone with trypophobia would be upset less at the mention of holes and more at the, sight of them. Because I admit, no, they are kind of gross. When you have multiple holes next to each other like that. They are a little gross, okay? That I understand. They are a little icky looking. I think mostly the phobias I know I have are like roller coasters or just most thrill rides, honestly. And fucking heights. Heights piss me off and scare me at the same time. They're very upsetting, okay? Thank you, Porum. Let's not mince words about it, Matuna. I'm upset with you, you're upset with me, and I hopefully speak for both of us when I say I don't want this state of emotional discontent to be the norm going forward. I also have my own grievances with the both of you, if I might be so bold as to be a part of this conversation. Very well, I'm all oral canals. Firmly halting my official discussion caboose to let others talk knowingly and intentionally, I might add. I'll be quiet and let you speak like a big troll, of course. I'll naturally be having my turn later to drive home the point I was in the middle of making, but it's fine. It's fine. That sounded passive-aggressive. No, it genuinely is fine, actually. Where was I? Oh yeah, stopping talking now. Shut the fuck up. Finished. Perhaps for the both of you, this has been a casual foray into social experience. Oh, that sounds interesting. I guess I'll go. But this is an event that Mulan's been looking forward to for practically sweeps. It's practically her dream come true to get to sit around with the proverbial campfire and trade stories with one another. And now look at what we've done to it, because you boys seldom think of anyone but yourselves. Seriously, get a room, or at least learn how to pitch flirt properly. What? 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 Gee, if only someone had warned you that this was going to happen. Shut up. A calling card sent before a crime is committed doesn't negate the damage caused, Matuna. If anything, it deepens culpability. Your words, honed and polished, disarm Matuna for a moment. You do what you do best and fill the ensuing quietness. Do not consider Mulin leaving the block in near tears of fail state. Do you think this was solved with a simple "my bad" and "did I do that" gesture with your shrug joints? Jim opens his mouth to speak, but apparently thinks twice before doing so. Unlike him, you might be so observant. Oh. Unlike him, if you might be so observant. No, go on. I want to hear what you have to say. Again, that sounded passive-aggressive in retrospect. There isn't really a good way in the heat of the moment to say that without sounding challenging. Future essay topic. You suddenly give a shit about someone's feelings, about someone else's feelings? Jeez, that's a little bit hard to fucking dope. Good for you. That's really fucking hard to read, dude. But she's not the only one you've been insulting tonight, dipshit. Let's talk about that, actually. Your ledger isn't clean either when it comes to emotional damages. Or do I need to rehash the sequence of events that followed the phrase? I did have some notes to give you about your poetry, too. Rehash it all you want, bro. I still didn't say shit to you. You laughed at me. Oh, now he's upset. Jeez, his eyes look kind of fucking scary like that, actually. They look scary as shit. It's scary as fuck. I don't want to look at that anymore. It's scary. The sentence escapes you at a slightly higher pitch than you intended, so you take a moment to calm yourself and try again. You laughed. Snickered, if we're being technical. I snickered because for the first time ever, Mew Mew said something that stunned you into silence. I did not word that like a question like I was supposed to. Shh. We don't need to talk about my shitty reading. We don't need to talk about this. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I'm definitely good at this. Oh, there's my other stupid bracelets. That's upside down. Fuck. I got peak drip with the bracelets, bro. Trust. Proudly proclaiming with my whole creaking bone bulge that I don't give two solitary fucks what you get up to in your spare time. No, that can't be right. He was laughing at you. You were sure of it. On the subject of insulting people, though, anything to say about big trolling piece not worthy of a lick of your time, apparently? Or Porum's base-level pseudoscience, perhaps? Because we all know the matter sees at least qualified, because we all know the matter sees the least qualified expert in being a girl, troll sarcasm. Thank you. Granted, you didn't give my work glowing reviews either, but we'll shelf that for now. He was just saying you could put more emotion into it, okay? You yourself said it was half-baked piece you whipped up in an hour. You'll have to forgive me for coming to conclusions. Without What? So that means I'm not allowed to care when people like you sit on it? What about Porum, huh? You didn't say any of that, so what's your excuse there? Your nostrils flared. No, this can't be your fault. It can't be. You spent sweeps of your precious adolescence proclaiming yourself a role model. You can't lose a battle of morals with the Matuna captor. Well, you are, because you're actually just kind of awful to your friends sometimes. You close your eyes and concentrate, rifling through your mental library for the perfect paragraph of punctuated remarks to fire back with that will show him how right you truly are. A fallacy, a lesson on proper taking it. I'm okay. I'm mostly okay. You feel the words leave your mouth just as clearly as you feel your jaw never move. Deja vu coats your entire body, injecting memories and sensations into your mind and nerves, respectively, that you know for a fact have never happened. Feel the impulse to pat your abdomen for blood. You know, logically, it's not seeping through your pants right now. You know, logically, it's not seeping through your pants right now. What the fuck is happening? Genuinely, what is happening? What am I witnessing? If you were mostly okay, you wouldn't be bleeding, right? You wouldn't be bleeding. We're not that gullible. The fuck? He's not bleeding, right? Because his ass would have had to get beat, and his friends would not beat his ass right now. Porum should beat his ass, but we'll ignore that. Your legs feel weak. Well, they felt weak at some point. You feel the floor beneath you in a way that would suggest laughably that you're not standing up right now. You're not standing up right now. You're standing up. You're doing it right now, right? The fuck? I'm sorry, is this fucking... Are we fucking hallucinating about the postcard? Or like, what the fuck is happening? Genuinely, what the fuck? I'm scared. What's happening? What's going on? I just want to hear about Mulin's fanfic, bro. About Mulin's freaking peak-ass writing, bro. Quickly, Mature, cave the entrance in behind us. Even if the Empire knows we're in here, there's no chance they'll be able to cover all of the exits.
How do you know, Marosa?
Oh, fuck. I haven't tended to the caverns in quite some time, but a jade blood never forgets the tunnels. Your skin prickles with the subtle sting of psionic particles in there. Mature must be using his powers to block the cave entrance with whatever hunks of rocks he could find. What the fuck are we... This is a sentence that makes no sense. What? The fuck? You didn't have to come with me to my sermon, you know? You didn't have to come with me to my sermon, you know? You all could have been killed. Yes, we figured. So the way you were almost killed just now, we put two and two together. Hush. We'd hardly have the nerve to call ourselves your most devoted followers if we nonchalantly allowed you to wander into the first dangerous situation where you could earn an audience with the oppressed. This way, keep applying pressure to his wound. I know where we can get him patched up. My face is plastered on every wanted poster this side of the ocean, but you all could still bear the gift of anonymity if you so choose, is what I meant.
Of course! We followed you, you big lug! I'd follow you to the edges of the universe, we all would. Not a single night has gone by where you haven't pushed yourself to your very limits to make that night better for just one other person in need. I'd call it foolish if you were so infuriatingly good at it. They all look at us like tools, mounds of dirt to claw their way up the empirical ladder. You look at us like every one of us is the specialist spark of hope in the world. You make us believe when you tell us that we can change the world. You saved us. Now let us save you, love.
Something swells in your chest. Pride? No. You know the feeling too granularly to use such a generic term, wonder, relief, whatever it is. It has you phantom mouthing yet more words you somehow know like the back of your hand. What the fuck is bro hallucinating about? I mean, I know they're talking about the post scratch, but like, the fuck? How is this guy even envisioning this right now? Motherfucker, I want to know how this looks from an outside perspective. Like, is his ass just fucking like standing there silently with his eyes closed, or is his ass tweaking the fuck out? Gosh, what would I do without you lot? You have never made that out of the brooding cavern. Actually, probably turned it into neon grub paste. Mituna. What? He asked. I answered. I did ask. Look, I'm sorry I ever doubted any of you, truly. You are really the reason I'm still alive to tell the tale. I promise I'll make it up to you all as soon as I can feel my side again. That harpoon really did a number on me. Fucking harpoon! Who's ass got a harpoon? Fuck! Now, come now, this way to... The dream, surely it's a dream, slips through your fingers like fine sand out of your grip like a wet bar of soap in the wash block. The more you try to grasp onto it, the fainter it fades. Your think band feels like it's scrambled. Do you get shorter? I feel like you shrunk a little in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, because you were fucking envisioning yourself as a grown-ass adult. Maybe do something about that. You expect to open your eyes to an intricate cave system following a white beacon of warmth and hope. Arms slung over the shrug joints of your comrades, a very strange thing to expect in retrospect. But you open your eyes instead to a pastel respite block. So painfully unclear why you feel like you're about to die. You're in the safety of Milan's block with your friends. You hope they're still your friends. For the first time, you're not sure. Matuna and Porum aren't looking at you like you've saved them. They're looking at you like they want you to leave them alone for the rest of their lives. Your side aches a little. Whatever that vision was, it seems like you were the only one privy to it. Not even for much longer than a second from the looks of things. All at once it strikes you. There's a world where your compatriots look to you as the leader you've always dreamt of being. You can just feel it. You just don't know if that world is this one. You just don't know if that you is this you. You see nothing but hurt in their eyes with nary a culprit but yourself. You feel cornered not by them, but by every choice you've ever made in the last 6 sweeps. Every word you've ever typed, every side you've ever taken, chained by your own decisions. You want so badly to be the you just bore witness to so badly. You just don't know where to start. I'm sorry. That earns a strong pause from the both of them. Still wary of you, but in another personal first, they seem to want you to keep talking. Is this motherfucker saying the words "I'm sorry" for the first time in his entire life? I mean, there's a chance he said them in his freaking chapter, but like, it was probably not an actual apology. Lympho. Speaking of his chapter, I have to get the fucking long bad ending, which hopefully won't be as long as the long good ending. And when I'm getting when I'm getting different endings, I'm not going to be reading the parts leading up to it. I'm just gonna start recording at the choice and then carry on through that, because oh my god, I am not freaking doing that. I'm not rereading all the stuff it took to get to the part where I actually have the, important choice. All the short ends will be in all the short bad ends will be in one video together, though. I'll just record them and stitch them together. following up a sentence has never been so challenging for you. I'm sorry I ever doubted any of you, truly. I'm aware I come off as judgmental. You tell by your expressions that you're losing them, right? You suppose that language suggests you have not, in fact, been judgmental. I guess this is not really an accurate assessment. I have been judgmental. I mean, not just tonight, but for a significant portion of our cumulative friendships. I've only ever wanted to help you be your best selves, guiding you to evolve into the people who do no wrong, who can't be unjustly shackled for quote-unquote flaws the world isn't ready to accept. Your mouth feels dry. I wanted you to be more like me so that I could know how to help you better. Not only does that fly completely in the face of individualism, expression, and freedom of speech, but it implies that I myself am without flaw, perfect model citizen with which to mold the world to resemble. That world of me would be a world that makes sense. That a world of me would be a world that makes sense. I'm sorry, the text saying your mouth feels dry reminded me that I'm dehydrated as hell. And so now I'm chugging water. And that isn't fair. I acknowledge that, and I fully intend to take full responsibility for my actions in whatever way you all deem necessary. However you see fit for me to atone for my mistakes, I'll do it. Within the confines of the law, naturally. Of course, that isn't to say there are no things I do that would objectively benefit society as a whole, but that isn't the subject of this essay, I mean apology. Stop fucking calling it an essay. The both of them look at you uneasily. This is what sucks about in-person interaction. You're forced to deal with the looks in real time. Did you hit your head in the last 2 minutes? The fuck is going on with you? So congrats on your new powers of blunt force ventriloquism. Because I didn't see jack shit clonk your noggin. Well, I for one am happy to hear you say this. It's been a long time coming. Of course, we'll see if your actions match your sentiments in due time. But this is certainly the most mature I've seen you in some time, and that's worth something. Yeah, it's nice to hear, I guess. Sorry I called your grubs gross. But you called my writing poopy think garbage, so I'll say we're even Steven. But I don't have to like it. And I'm sorry I misinterpreted your authorial intent. I was somewhat upset by what I thought was targeted attack on me and lashed out. To both of you, I suppose I have more to learn from you than I initially anticipated when I reached out to you all those sweeps ago. I'm okay. I'm not joking. We're perfectly fine. And yes, I did just drink more water after I nearly choked. It's like that time that I choked on an ice cube and then I coughed it up and then I picked it back up and ate it. After I nearly suffocated on it. I'm very smart, guys, trust. I'm like the most intelligent person, like, ever. Your words come out a little slower than your usual practice speeches. You need to fight your think pan's impulse to take the admission of fault as a sign that everything you stand for is invalid. Yay, Kangaroo's not being a dick for once. I certainly hope you mean that. I can't tell you how invalidating it feels every single time the subject comes up, for you to almost spitefully decide that every single societal issue is worthy of your time but mine. Quite frankly, you give the impression that you'd only pay my struggles half a mind if the words came from your seed flap first. A real slap in the face. To say nothing of your qualifications on the matter. The struggles of Chuck notes, growing up in a sheltered cloister as a woman. I hope you'll forgive me for saying the words would feel somewhat hollow coming from you. You tell us to voice our concerns constantly. No feedback is bad feedback. But the second I open up about my own grievances with my entire fucking identity, it's time for you to insist it's nothing but my imagination. She's got you there. My experiences, what I live and breathe every single day of my life, while you sit behind your computer screen feeling smug about telling some bigot somewhere to go to read a book. Gordon takes a deep breath and looks you right in the eye. It's because of people like you turning a blind eye to problems that I'm all but screaming in your face that I wrote my poem to begin with. How's that for poetic irony? You swallow thickly. Patching things up with Matuna was easy enough when it came to a misunderstanding, but this is different. This is full-on clash of ideologies. Misunderstanding? Girl, you're freaking ableist to him on a daily basis. Please apologize for that. Please apologize for telling him to take his fucking meds. I feel like I'd be a little bit upset as someone with ADHD if someone fucking told me that, whether I had or hadn't. Ugh. I'm suffering. Ow. Okay, that's really itchy, and then also my stomach hurts after drinking water now. I didn't even do anything, but now I feel like I'm dying. I love that. I love feeling like I'm dying on a daily basis. I'm definitely not really upset right now. You want to believe her, truly you do, but then again, you cannot stress this enough. Your entire society is ruled by a woman. Your primary source of authority, a concept you have a myriad of complicated feelings about, is one of these so-called opportunity-starved women. All your life, all your observation of a society falling into pieces at the hands of millions of problems, big and small, all under the responsibility of one empress. Pfeffry's not attempting to do that. Pfeffry's trying her best, okay? Pfeffry is trying her best. At least she's not murdering everyone. At least she's not willing to murder everyone. Cough, cough. Condus. Cough, cough. Fuck the Condus. I hate her. I can admit the Condus is hot. I'm not stupid. I know a pretty lady when I see one. But, she's also fucking awful and I hate her. Pfeffry's trying. Probably. She's probably trying. Okay? She's not intentionally trying to ruin the lives of people. I know that much. Pfeffry could never intentionally ruin someone's life. She should ruin Eridan's life. Bitch, fucking beat his ass. He deserves it. Beat his ass. Now! Okay, I did not just find my mini sketchbook, open up to the page with all my like notes from my grade 8 teachers and then almost cry, okay? That's not what happened. That's not at all a thing that happened, okay? I'm not on the brink of crying. I love this stupid drawing I did of Tavros beating Vriska's ass. Or like about to beat Vriska's ass. I love that. I love it so much. I adore it with all my heart. It'd be rude to tell her she's wrong, but you don't certainly agree with her, at least not fully. You might try. Try as you might, you just don't see the issue she's talking about. And yet, the fact remains that she did take the time to express these feelings to you just now, with her venting her frustrations just earlier with her poem time and time again, in your group memos, your DMs. A nagging feeling gnaws at your think pan. Say you do listen to her and shift to her side of the argument, that would mean you've spent who knows how many sweeps being on the wrong side. It's unthinkable, it dizzies you. How could you possibly call yourself a moral paragon if you wind up admitting you personally failed one of your closest friends? A friend who, apparently in some bizarre alleged future reality, would risk serious consequences should she be discovered aiding and abetting some version of yourself you barely recognize. No, you need to stand your ground. No, you need to, on your apology, you mean, not the other stuff. You could benefit from standing less of certain grounds, upon reflection. Thank you for sharing that poem. I'm sure you've... She's back! She's back! My baby girl is back! She's back! She's in the corner! She's in the corner! Does the number of people in a intermission increase every time? Because it's gonna get real. It's gonna be a lot of people real fucking fast. Yeah, we have 6 characters by now. And 4 people in the chapters. By the time we get the other 6, there'll be like 8 if we keep increasing. So I don't think we should keep increasing because 8 people in one intermission is a fucking lot. Like, I feel like that's too much. There's a limit. There's a limit, and I think that limit might be 5. I think we'll have to stop at 5. Five or 6, anyway. Thank you for sharing that poem. I'm sure you've definitely got your fair share of complicated feelings towards me, given the subject matter, and I do want to do a better job at taking that into account. I'll have another look. Aw, when his eyes light up, it looks so fucking cute. He's such a cutie. God, stop. Stop being adorable. Stop. I'm still mad. I still mildly dislike you as a character in the actual webcomic of Homestuck. But stop being adorable here. God. The artists knew what they were doing. I'll have another look at your poem once I've had some time to myself to process all of this. Then we can deepen our discussion on the matter of the Empire then. It admittedly would feel a little strange having this discussion with Matuna standing right there. No offense, Matuna. It's a start. I have a sinking feeling you're going to need a long conversation to disentangle you from the concept of Empress in charge does not equal all women are fine, actually. But it's a start. Of course. For now, I believe it's Mulin's turn to share her work with us. Everyone's attention is drawn to the big fluffy cloud of hair and sad gander bulbs peeking in through the cracked door. It seems someone's back from her walk. I love her! My baby! I love her! They've made up. Everyone's made up.
Is everyone good? This isn't the parting, right?
You don't see me with my lipstick out, do you? Get in here, sweetheart. Aw, she's so nice. I love Porum. I adore Porum and Latula and Mulin. And Matuna. They're the best. They're the best. I'm not in Albert. Anyways, had to sort out stuff with my friends. I'm trying to plan a freaking party at my house, like to celebrate graduating. Just have like a sort of barbecue, roast marshmallows, that kind of thing. Watch a movie, hang out on my trap. It's like I have to find a time where enough people are free. It's like, I don't want to exclude anyone, but like, dude, I gotta fucking find a time when you guys aren't all in another part of the world. Yolan shakes for a moment. Your impulse is to extend further apologies to her for whatever it is you said that caused this particular reaction. You make it 2 syllables in before you all find yourselves crushed by her level 6 friend tech, the full party seatbelt. Aww. Poor Matuna's fucking buried. He's suffocating. This is the 3rd time tonight Mulin has rendered you completely speechless. This time on account to be your soon-to-be bruised rib cage.
Yes. I'm so glad. Squee, I love you guys.
Oh, she's so cute. She's a cutie. Actually, I think I have it as the thumbnail for my Mulin video. But I drew Mulin and Nepeta together, and it's the cutest fucking thing. It's the cutest thing. I love them. Nepeta and Mulin, they're just so cute. They're just so cutie. I love. And now I'm leaving that page of my sketchbook open because I love. Thankfully, she seems quick to move on from her display of physical affection, bouncing back onto her industrial-sized beanbag chair and retrieving a stack of printed papers from her Silodex.
Okay. So can I get started? Are we good to go? I only got the last bit of conversation, so unsure where we're at right now.
You have the floor. That's adorable. Yo, wait, how the fuck did you do that? Can you teach me that? Oh god, she's gonna fucking explode. Oh, is it getting fucking faster? Yeah, rapid motion warning. Rapid motion. The fucking rapid motion is, really rapid motioning. Dear god. Yeah, no, how the hell did you do that? This is real life. This is not a messaging app. How the fuck did you just...
As you guys remember, last time Princess Snuggleball heard reports of vigilantism going on in the castle town and asked her captain of the guards to look into it. But there was another mystery she wanted to discuss with her betrothed. Princess Snugglepaw summons Prince Shadelight into her private library. When he arrives, she's buried in a book, taking solace in one of the few moments of busy time a princess gets before she must go on with her responsibilities. She hears the sound of the door and carefully marks her place in the thick leather-bound tome with one of her many bookmarks. Prince Shadelight approaches her desk, and the princess stands and curtsies. The princess so tall with his dark hair and vivid eyes. The princess thinks he might be the most handsome man she's ever seen in her whole life. Even just standing this close to him makes her push her race. She tries to calm herself though, because while Prince Shadelight has been a perfect gentleman, she knows her betrothal is arranged for the good of their nations, and she doesn't want to burden him with her feelings.
My lady. God damn it, why did I read in that voice?
Prince Shadelight intones, gallant and dashing and princely as ever. He even kisses her hands, as is customary, and the prince works to keep her feelings from her face, even though his own hand is so graceful and long-fingered.
You called for me? Yeah. I'm wanting to read it in the voice I'd read Curdlows in, but also I'm not going to. Because screw that, okay? I don't like doing voice acting for these segments. Okay, I don't want to. I don't want to embarrass myself further. Okay?
Yes, Princess Snugglebot chirps. I have decided to take you into my confidence. There's a matter that has been troubling me, and if we are to be married, we should know how to work together on such things.
Your Highness? Your Highness?
Prince Shadelight professes. I would gladly aid with any troubles you have, and would sooner cut my own tongue than tell your secrets.
Stop with the references!
God damn it! God damn it!
No! The references are distracting me. Stop! Trust is the foundation of a healthy Fuck it, we're reading in somewhat of a Curlow's voice at least. Trust is the foundation of a healthy relationship after all. What is it that ails you? I'm not good at doing a deep voice, okay? My voice acting for certain characters' parts is going to be, when they come out, is going to be fucking awful, okay? Don't mind that. I'm just really bad at voice acting. Especially men. Or at least a bit. I think my voice is a bit more gender neutral, so maybe I can do dudes. It's just... It's hard to do without embarrassing myself, okay?
The princess's face flushes, of course, at such a proclamation, but she steadies herself. I find myself concerned with the matter of Duchess Grey, an old friend of mine, who of late has been increasingly absent from our court, and that's not all that strange. Listen closely, my confidant.
Duchess Grey is, Damara, right? That's Damara.
Okay, so what do we think? Who's your favorite? Who do you think she kissed? Who do you think is the Princess Shadelight's secret identity? Trick question. He doesn't have one.
Lumfow. Mulan's story is, to politely borrow a term from a dentistry, absolutely fang-rotting. Her exuberance, for all that matters, romantic and dramatic, really shines through in the twists of turns of her narrative. I mean, it certainly keeps you on your seat, though. It's peak. It's peak. And all the characters are based off you, so you better be comfortable with it. They're all based off of the friend group, so. Well, you yourself are planted firmly in the camp of foregoing any and all romantic pursuits. You can't deny she knows how to use the concept as a solid narrative hook. Now I'm curious as to if Cankry is anywhere on that back wall. Perhaps. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse moving around. Maybe you can. Limpo. God, I love Matuna's theme. I don't know why. It's just so well made. That isn't to say you don't feel somewhat conflicted about it, however. I must say, as someone who enjoys when serious thought is put into world building, I'm impressed by how in-depth your story is. That being said, at the risk of sounding rude, I do have some somewhat personal concerns about one of the characters. Now I'm all for the usage of allegory. I almost said allegedly, and I'm like, the fuck? Allegory to strengthen narrative themes, and I'm not necessarily stating as absolute fact that this is what you're doing, but I can't help but feel at least some of these characters bear striking resemblances to real persons, which could very well give the impression of subchirping, even if that isn't specifically your intent. Subchirping resemblances to persons, real or fiction. Let her have this. That is to say, I can't help but feel the role of the love interest, in particular Prince Shadelight, feels perhaps familiar? No, I'm flattered, but...
What? No! No offense, but really, no, 100% no, absolutely not. No offense again.
Your name is Cankry Ventus, and you think you're slowly but surely starting to get the hang of this hanging out thing. Sure, it's got its plethora of downsides, and a man with your packed schedule can't afford to spend too much time on random fluff, lest you find yourself distracted from your ultimate goal of improving society. But culling crook to your neck, you can't say you've ever gotten warm feelings like this from your forum pages. Hopefully you can make it to the next meeting. Aww! Aww! I'm gonna cry! That was so cool. Anyways, I did want to share with you all that as a little surprise, I got Distant Quest. I will be playing Distant Quest. Because, I can. Okay? Doesn't matter. But I got it to play, and, yeah. Will I start playing it before I even actually get around to recording the other endings I haven't gotten? Probably. I'm lazy, and getting the other endings, as fun as it also is, because it'd be cool to see what it's like, what the other endings are like. Also, I'd rather just, I really want to get the freaking, I really want to freaking play through, I really want to play through that, but also, I'm like completely out of art to use for thumbnails. I don't want to have to draw a bunch of crap, but like also drawing them will be kind of fun, you know. Maybe I'll get around to it. Anyways, that was intermission 3. Bye guys. I'll catch you when I eventually record something else, no matter what it is. Bye bye.